Life hits hard. It knocks you down again and again. But you know what? That's okay, because every time you fall, you have a choice. You can stay down or you can get back up. And let me tell you something. The ones who make it, the ones who truly succeed, they're the ones who keep getting back up. Now I want you to think about something. Think about all the times you've been scared to speak up. All the times you've held back because you were worried about what others might say. All the times you've played it safe because you were afraid to lose. But here's the thing. When you're silent, when you don't take action, you've already lost. So I'm here to tell you, be silent and act as if you have nothing to lose. Because the truth is, you don't. The only thing you lose by not trying is the chance to succeed. You see, success isn't about being loud. It's not about telling everyone what you're going to do. It's about quietly putting in the work, day after day, when no one's watching. It's about taking action, even when you're scared, even when you're not sure if it'll work out. I remember when I was starting out as an actor, I had dreams, big dreams, but I didn't go around telling everyone I was going to be a star. No, I shut my mouth and I worked. I showed up to every audition, even when I thought I didn't have a chance. I practiced my lines when everyone else was out partying. I acted as if I had nothing to lose because the truth was, I didn't. The worst that could happen was I'd end up right back where I started. And let me tell you, that mindset changed everything. Because when you act like you have nothing to lose, you start taking risks. You start pushing yourself beyond what you thought was possible. You start living life on your own terms. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. Being silent when everyone else is making noise, taking action when everyone else is standing still, that takes guts. That takes courage. But that's what separates the dreamers from the doers. You see, everyone has dreams. Everyone has goals. But not everyone is willing to put in the work to make those dreams a reality. Not everyone is willing to face their fears, to push through the tough times, to keep going when everything seems to be falling apart. But you're different. You're here listening to these words because you want more. You want to be more. And that's the first step. That's the spark that can light a fire under you, that can push you to greatness. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take that spark and I want you to nurture it. Feed it, let it grow into a roaring flame that nobody can put out. How do you do that? By being silent and acting as if you have nothing to lose? Being silent doesn't mean you don't communicate. It means you let your actions speak louder than your words. It means you stop talking about what you're going to do and you start doing it. It means you stop seeking approval from others and you start approving of yourself and acting as if you have nothing to lose. That's about freedom. It's about breaking free from the chains of fear and doubt that have been holding you back. It's about realizing that the worst case scenario isn't nearly as bad as you think it is. And the best case scenario is better than you can imagine. When you combine these two, being silent and acting as if you have nothing to lose, you become unstoppable. You become the person you've always wanted to be. You become the person you were meant to be. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking, that's easy for you to say, Denzel. You're successful. You've made it. But let me tell you something. Success isn't a destination. It's a journey. And that journey is filled with failures, setbacks, and moments of doubt. I've had my share of failures. I've been rejected more times than I can count. I've had doors slammed in my face. I've had people tell me I wasn't good enough, that I didn't have what it takes. But you know what? I kept going. I kept pushing. I kept acting as if I had nothing to lose. And that's what I want for you. I want you to keep going no matter what. I want you to keep pushing, even when it feels like the whole world is against you. I want you to keep acting as if you have nothing to lose. Because the truth is, you have everything to gain. Think about it. What's holding you back right now? Is it fear of failure? Fear of what others might think? Fear of the unknown? Whatever it is, I want you to look that fear in the eye and say, not today. Today I act as if I have nothing to lose. Because here's the truth. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every successful person you admire, every person who's achieved great things, they've all failed multiple times. But they didn't let those failures define them. They let those failures teach them. They let those failures make them stronger. So I want you to embrace failure. I want you to see it as a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. I want you to see it as proof that you're trying, that you're pushing yourself, that you're growing. And growth, my friends, that's what it's all about. Because when you grow, when you become better than you were yesterday, that's when you start to see real change in your life. That's when you start to achieve things you never thought possible. But growth isn't comfortable. Growth isn't easy. Growth means stepping out of your comfort zone. It means doing things that scare you. It means being silent when you want to shout and taking action when you want to hide. So how do you do it? How do you push through the discomfort? How do you keep going when everything in you wants to quit? You do it by remembering why you started in the first place. You do it by focusing on your goals, on your dreams, on the person you want to become. You do it by being silent and acting as if you have nothing to lose. Let me tell you a story. There was a young man who wanted to be a boxer. He trained hard, day in and day out. He was good, really good, but he was also cocky. He talked a big game, told everyone he was going to be the next champion. And you know what happened? He got knocked out in his first professional fight. Now, most people would have given up after that. Most people would have said, well, I tried. It didn't work out. Time to find something else. But not this guy. This guy went silent. He stopped talking about what he was going to do and he started doing it. He trained harder than ever before. He took every fight he could get, no matter how tough the opponent. He acted as if he had nothing to lose. And you know who that guy was? Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest boxers of all time. A man who changed not just his sport, but the world. That's the power of being silent and acting as if you have nothing to lose. It can turn defeat into victory. It can turn setbacks into comebacks. It can turn ordinary people into legends. Now, I'm not saying you need to become a world-famous boxer. Your dreams might be different. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to go back to school. Maybe you want to repair a broken relationship. Whatever it is, the principle is the same. Be silent. Act as if you have nothing to lose. Stop telling people what you're going to do. Start showing them. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start making the moment perfect. Stop worrying about what might go wrong. Start focusing on what could go right. Because here's the thing. When you act as if you have nothing to lose, you start to realize that you have everything to gain. You start to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You start to find strength you never knew you had. And that strength, that's what's going to carry you through the tough times. That's what's going to help you overcome the challenges that life throws your way. That's what's going to help you turn your dreams into reality. But it's not going to happen overnight. Success isn't a sprint. It's a marathon. It's about consistency. It's about showing up day after day, even when you don't feel like it. It's about putting in the work when no one's watching. So I want you to make a commitment to yourself right now. I want you to commit to being silent and acting as if you have nothing to lose. Not just today, not just tomorrow, but every single day. Wake up each morning and ask yourself, what would I do today if I had nothing to lose? And then go out and do it. Take that risk. Make that call. Have that conversation. Take that first step towards your dreams. And when doubt creeps in, because it will, when fear tries to hold you back, because it will, I want you to remember this moment. Remember these words. Remember that you have the power to choose. You can choose to be silent and act as if you have nothing to lose. Because the truth is, the only thing you have to lose is the life you could have had if you'd been brave enough to try. Now, I know it's not always easy to stay motivated. I know there will be days when you feel like giving up, days when it seems like no matter how hard you try, you're not making any progress. But those are the days that matter most. Those are the days that separate the successful from the unsuccessful. On those days, I want you to be extra silent. I want you to put your head down and work even harder. I want you to act as if you have even less to lose, because it's in those moments of struggle, those moments of doubt, that real growth happens. Think about a tree. When does it grow the most? During the calm, sunny days? No. It grows the most during storms, when the wind is trying to knock it down, when the rain is beating against its leaves. That's when the tree sends its roots deeper. That's when it becomes stronger. And you're no different. Your struggles, your challenges, your moments of doubt, they're not there to break you. They're there to make you stronger. They're there to help you grow. So embrace them. Welcome them. See them as opportunities to prove to yourself just how strong you really are. See them as chances to push yourself beyond what you thought was possible. And when you come out on the other side, because you'll be amazed at how far you've come. You'll look back and realize that those tough times, those moments when you wanted to give up but didn't, those were the moments that defined you. Those were the moments that made you who you are. Now, I want to talk about something that's often overlooked when it comes to success. Something that's just as important as hard work and perseverance. And that's kindness. You see, being silent and acting as if you have nothing to lose doesn't mean you have to be selfish. It doesn't mean you have to step on others to get ahead. In fact, it's quite the opposite. When you're truly confident, when you're truly acting as if you have nothing to lose, you can afford to be kind. You can afford to help others. You can afford to lift people up instead of pushing them down. And here's the beautiful thing. When you do that, when you combine hard work with kindness, when you strive for success while also helping others succeed, that's when you create real lasting success. That's when you create a legacy. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how much money you make or how famous you become. It's about the impact you have on the world around you. It's about the lives you touch, the people you inspire, the difference you make. So as you go forward, as you embrace this mindset of being silent and acting as if you have nothing to lose, I want you to remember to be kind. I want you to remember to help others. I want you to remember that true success isn't just about what you achieve, about who you become in the process. And who do you want to become? Do you want to be someone who's always talking about what they're going to do, or someone who quietly goes out and does it? Do you want to be someone who's held back by fear, or someone who acts as if they have nothing to lose? Your choice is yours. And it's a choice you make every single day with every single action. So choose wisely. Choose to be silent. Choose to act as if you have nothing to lose. Choose to work hard, to persevere, to be kind. Choose to become the best version of yourself. Because when you do that, when you make that choice day after day, year after year, that's when amazing things start to happen. That's when you start to live a life beyond your wildest dreams. That's when you start to create a legacy that will outlive you. Remember, success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about how you handle failure when it comes. It's about getting back up every time you get knocked down. It's about learning from your mistakes and coming back stronger. So don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid of not trying. Be afraid of looking back years from now and wondering, what if? Be afraid of living a life that's less than what you're capable of, because you are capable of amazing things. You have greatness within you. You have dreams and ideas that the world needs. But those dreams, those ideas, they'll never become reality if you keep them locked inside. They'll never change the world if you're too afraid to act on them. So be silent. Let your actions speak louder than your words and act as if you have nothing to lose. Because when you do that, when you live life on your own terms, when you push yourself beyond your limits, that's when you truly start to live. And really living, that's what it's all about. It's about waking up each day excited about what you're going to do. It's about going to bed each night satisfied with what you've accomplished. It's about looking in the mirror and being proud of the person looking back at you. You have one life, one chance to make your mark on this world, one opportunity to become the person you were meant to be. Don't waste it. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let doubt keep you from reaching your full potential. Be silent and act as if you have nothing to lose. Because when you do, you'll realize that you have everything to gain. You'll realize that the only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. You'll realize that you're capable of things you never thought possible. So go out there and make it happen. Go out there and chase your dreams. Go out there and create the life you want to live. Because if not now, when? If not you, the world is waiting for you. It's waiting for your ideas, your passion, your energy. It's waiting for you to be silent and act as if you have nothing to lose. So don't keep it waiting any longer. Start today, start right now, take that first step towards your dreams, and then take another. And another, keep going no matter what. Keep pushing no matter how hard it gets. Keep believing in yourself even when no one else does. Because that's what winners do. That's what champions do. That's what people who change the world do. They're silent and they act as if they have nothing to lose. And you know what? You're no different from them. You have the same potential, the same possibilities, the same 24 hours in a day. The only difference is the choices you make and the actions you take. So make the right choices. Take the right actions. Be silent and act as if you have nothing to lose. Because when you do, that's when your life will truly begin. That's when you'll start to see just how far you can go. That's when you'll start to live the life you've always dreamed of. Remember, it's not about where you start. It's about where you finish. It's not about what you've been through. It's about what you become. It's not about what people say you can't do. It's about what you know you can do. So go do it. Be silent. Act as if you have nothing to lose. And watch as your life transforms before your very eyes. Watch as you become the person you were always meant to be. Watch as you achieve things you never thought possible. Because you can, because you will, because you must. The world is waiting for you. Don't keep it waiting any longer. Your time is now. Seize it, make it count. Be silent and act as if you have nothing to lose. Because when you do, that's when you'll truly start to live.